Welcome, everyone, to the Daily Juice Podcast on the Betting Pros Network. I'm your host, Sean Stacking the Money Green. Give me a follow on Twitter at Sean T. Green. And as always, Daily Juice being brought to you by BetMGM. Use the promo code JUICE. Get a risk-free bet up to $1,000 on first deposit. All right, what are we looking at here? 1 and 2 night. Kind of annoying on the hoops. Shout out to the guy in Discord who I keep pointing out that the teams I bet on in, well, it was going for college and NBA. They just keep fumbling away first half leads. That happened with the Cavs. They were up big at the first half and then just completely fell apart. I thought Donovan Mitchell would play. Obviously, him not playing hurts. You got to be careful with these NBA overnights. They lost 100 to 112. And again, shout out to the guy who keeps playing my first half plays. One first half play that would have been cooked regardless. Pacers +8. Although, man, Pacers, you messed around and made me believe. Like, what the? Pacers were down 29 points at halftime. They come all the way back just to lose by 10. You were getting 8 points. You were so close. They lose 141-131. Oh, man. I turned it off for a while there because they were down 29 points. I'm tired of watching this game and getting pissed off. And then I checked the score and I'm like, oh, man, I got to watch the rest of this game. It sucked me back in. T-Wolves, they won outright, catching +3.5. So maybe you played it on the money lines. Good move by you. If you did, they cruised to a 111-100 victory over the Grizz, who just struggling on the road. So don't take them on the road. That's a NBA sharp tip of the week. Don't take the Grizzlies on the road because they've been completely falling apart. All right. Hey, we got a fun Saturday. Got 2 college basketball picks and then 2 early looks on some more conference championship props. Obviously, I'll give the full slate for tomorrow's podcast. And while we're talking podcasts, hey, Betting Pros, baby. YouTube.com/bettingpros. Hit subscribe, comment on this video, comment on any video. Any video counts as an entry to win a 1-year free premium upgrade to Betting Pros. And of course, if you don't feel like waiting around for that, you just want to, you're itching to get the access to the sweet props, the projections. Again, highly recommend all their tools. Bettingpros.com/upgrade. Bet smarter, not harder. Betting Pros, truly pros. Smart, a lot of smart guys working over there. All right, here we go. First up, Auburn at West Virginia. Go with the Mountaineers, my boy. Bob Huggins, laying 3.5 over on BetMGM. West Virginia, top 35 team in both offensive and defensive efficiency. As a KenPom nerd, love to see that. Auburn, they turn it over. 19.3% of their possessions, they're turning the ball over. West Virginia, as you'd imagine, largest home court advantage, second largest home court advantage in the nation, according to KenPom. And Huggins, the Big 12 has been super tough this year, and West Virginia is a good team, but they're struggling to compete in the Big 12. Luckily, they're not facing a conference opponent here because it's been very easy to handicap this West Virginia team. Are they playing in conference? Yes. If they are, then don't bet them. Are they playing an out-of-conference game at home like they are against Auburn? Then it's a perfect time to bet them. West Virginia is 161-40 in non-conference regular season games under Huggins, 10-2 this year. So again, are they playing a non-conference opponent? Yes, then it's a good time to get down on them. And as always, Morgantown, West Virginia, fun college town, but it is a tough place to go in and get a dub here. And Auburn just hasn't looked super sharp as of late. So like this West Virginia -3.5. I actually bet it at 4. Liked it so much, but yeah, obviously I like it more at 3.5, which is the line we got here as we're taping this. Next up, speaking of the Big 12, Arkansas at Baylor. I'm taking the chalky favorite here. Baylor at home, laying 6.5. Get that over on BetMGM. Arkansas's kind of been in trouble. They lost 5 out of 6 in the SEC. So again, if you're losing your conference games, while this isn't a conference game, it can be a sign. You could be in trouble. Obviously, West Virginia is kind of the outlier there as far as playing really well outside of their conference. Baylor, I mean, really, it's just this Baylor offense is just a machine. Second in adjusted offensive efficiency in the country. Baylor defense, top 100 in the country. So not, we've seen previous years where maybe the defense was such a liability. Not the case here. And Arkansas struggles to defend without fouling. You give this Baylor team easy points at the line. Baylor has a 4% advantage at the free throw line against Arkansas. Woo pig. Soo-wee. You guys, pigs are going to get slaughtered. See, I didn't need to throw that in there. Anytime I go out of my way to talk trash on a team or a fan base, it always comes back to haunt me. But you know I'm a big offensive rebounding aficionado. Baylor 8th in offensive rebounding percentage, and so I'd like that a lot. Baylor -6.5, and then West Virginia -3.5. Those are the college plays. Moving over to the National Football League. Oh, man, I busted out laughing. I really should record the clip. Woman on SportsCenter was doing like some reporting on Patrick Mahomes' leg. Hey, here's him walking around. Here's his leg. And then she showed a meme. I guess his trainer put out a meme. It was an MRI of his ankle, and then the dog meme. Like when the X-ray dog meme, which we've all seen, and then the dog has Patrick Mahomes' hair. It's a pretty funny meme, but the reporter still felt the need to go, now, obviously, that X-ray is fake. Thank you. If anyone believed that X-ray is real, they obviously have bigger problems. You know what's, and maybe I have a problem here because I'm addicted to these Noah Gray anytime touchdowns. I'm going back to the well. Noah Gray anytime touchdown +650 on FanDuel. Again, a lot of the reasons I liked him last week, I'm running it back here. He did have a 27-yard catch last game. He's a former high school quarterback. So here's what I'm thinking. Patrick Mahomes, if you're Andy Reid, you're not letting Patrick Mahomes do a QB sneak. You've seen Noah Gray do this a ton of times where on short yardage or goal line, and he scored on this play before, they motion him. And then they have Patrick Mahomes in shotgun. They motion Noah Gray in underneath center. He takes the hike. He dives in. He does the QB sneak. Noah Gray is going to do the QB sneak. Love that angle. Just because I don't think they're going to let Mahomes do it. And then Travis Kelce is dealing with the late back injury that popped up on the report. Now, it's the AFC Conference Championship game. All these dudes are going to play, but maybe he sits out a couple extra plays. Maybe he aggravates it. Maybe he tweaks it. I kind of mentioned the Mitchell Wilcox thing because Hayden Hurst is dealing with re-aggravating his calf injury. Now, he says he's okay. He says he's going to play. Right. Like, what are they going to say? Like, don't believe in me. I'm scared. Like, no, obviously they're going to say, I'm good. I'm going to play. But the fact that these reoccurring things with Kelce, the back injury with Hayden Hurst, the calf injury, I think it creates value because, hey, maybe they sit out a couple extra plays. Maybe he does something on his back. He needs a drive to sit out and get the heating pad. And Wilcox and Noah Gray were already a part of the game plan before these late injuries showed up. So really like Noah Gray anytime touchdown +650. Forget if I put it in the Discord yet, but I am also going to be playing his first touchdown. I think you can get that around like 30-1, but I'll save those for the Discord day of, kind of create some dramatic tension. And here we go. First Eagles bet of the weekend. Jalen Hurts touchdown ladder. Bring out the ladder. Time to take down the Christmas lights. Jalen Hurts. Okay, so I'm playing 1 touchdown +125, 2 touchdown +700, 3 touchdowns. The whole enchilada, 4,600. First off, Jalen Hurts has had 14 rushing touchdowns this season. And it's a small sample size, but the 49ers have struggled defensively against rushing quarterbacks like Marcus Mariota. San Francisco is 19th in the league in defending the RPO, a.k.a. the bread and butter of the Eagles' run game. I think San Francisco, though, they are a really good tackling team. And I don't think I'll be surprised if the other running backs like Sanders, Gainwell, and Scott, if they have massive games, I think the Eagles are going to get the win, spoiler alert, using the outside receivers offensively and Hurts in the running game. Now, maybe it's not a ton of yards. I feel less good about the yards than I do the touchdown because, as we know, red zone defense is a struggle for the 49ers. 27th in the league on red zone defense. And, and Hurts is the guy. He's their goal line back. He's had 3 games where he scored 2 touchdowns and 1 game where he scored 3 touchdowns already this season. So imagine you're getting 46-1 for something this guy has already done. And if you look at games where close games, I don't have the exact metric. Someone, my buddy told it to me and I didn't write it down. But essentially, in close games, his attempts and his touchdowns skyrocket. So if you think the game's going to be a game within 6 points, his expected touchdowns are like 1.13 or something, and his carries are like 16. So again, in gotta have it moments, they put the ball in Jalen Hurts' hands, and you saw it in the Colts game where they were like struggling their offense, and on a big play, they're just like, Jalen Hurts, run the ball, put it in the end zone. That's what they're going to do. I do think this game could get tough, and they're going to scale the wall thanks to the Jalen Hurts touchdown ladder. So a unit on 1 touchdown, a unit on 2 at 700, and a unit on 3 at 4,600. I mean, if you want to play it safe, the 1 touchdown at plus 125 to me is crazy. Noah Gray, anytime touchdown plus 650. Baylor minus 6.5 against Arkansas. West Virginia minus 3.5 against Auburn, both at home there. As always, betmgm.com, promo code JUICE. Follow us on TikTok at Betting Pros. Follow me on Twitter at Sean T. Green. Check out my other podcast, the Sports Gambling Podcast, and you know what to do. Subscribe, rate, and review. And as always, don't forget to let it ride.